Hello everyone, this is Krotek giving you game number 3 in the series between Cash and Hawk. We see Hawk spawning as the teal human player here at what I'll call the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Cash has spawned as the red orc here on the top right hand side at what I'll call the 2 o'clock position. This is game number 3 in the best of 3, obviously meaning both players have split this, but unfortunately, we see that Hawk is going to have an uphill battle in dealing with the Blade Master since the Orc player has spawned in a very favorable location. Now, we are still waiting to see what's going to be happening and what the buildings and the bases look like at that 2-minute mark. Blade Master may try to go solo on a map like this, maybe with one grunt, and then try to tech to tier 2 with 20/20 supply. That does cost a little bit more in terms of your Voodoo Lounge being delayed and extra grunts being delayed, but it can help you if you are trying to get to faster Spirit Walkers. Meanwhile, Archmage has already been sped built, and he'll be able to make his way out at about the 1-minute 40-second mark. There he goes. He is now already out and making his way over here to the top left. There is a peon causing a bit of problems, slowing things down. It looks like the peon just going to get taken down there. There he goes, and now going to be going after the rock and water elementals here. All right, there goes that water elemental already in that front position. That water elemental taking a little bit of damage, taking a lot of the range damage there. Meanwhile, the Blade Master has just made his way out and is already running out across the map. If Hawk can steal any of this experience or any of the items, that would be a very, very good play, but it doesn't look like it, as the Archmage should be able to get to level 2 here, and very, very smart in trying to run back with a Peasant, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter that much, as the Blade Master going to get even more kills. Cash doing a great job getting in a lot of kills here. There goes another Peasant. Could go after a water elemental here in just a moment. No, just going straight after the units, and takes down another unit there, and the Blade Master may even get to level 2. Level 2 Blade Master against a level 2 Archmage. This is absolutely the worst position that Hawk could find himself in, as Cash has opened up this game absolutely beautifully. Now, the spawning locations, yeah, well, lucky spawn locations, it's a 1 in 3 chance. It's bound to happen, and that is just the way things unravel sometimes, as the footmen are now trying to fight back. Meanwhile, Archmage is running around in circles, not quite sure what to do next, as we're looking at the water elemental pushing back the grunt here. All right, what's happening? Archmage now trying to get away from the Blade Master, but this is not the same Hawk that we saw in game number 2. Hawk in game 2 was in a much more dominating position, had a lot more space, and it looks like Hawk is just cracking under the pressure which Cash is easily applying. Now, we are teching the tier 2. We are about 25% of the way done, and it looks like Hawk is going to be a little bit behind in terms of the tech. No big surprise there, as the footmen are just trying to get a surround onto this grunt. Archmage should be picking up Boots of Speed, already has it, and is now going to be making his move inside the base here, perhaps trying to take down an Orc burrow or two to try and delay that Shadow Hunter. That is going to be the next follow-up play. It didn't work in game number 1, but if it can work in game number 2, that is just all the much better for it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. It looks like this guy is going to end up getting taken down here in just a second. Water Elemental gets poked down. There's the cancellation, as the Archmage should consider backing off a little bit to at least not get speared by that Orc burrow. Meanwhile, Blade Master going after some footmen and taking down another. That Blade Master has more experience and it still has all of his creep camps available on his side of the map. Meanwhile, the Archmage is losing a lot of units here, and I think that the Archmage, unless some miracle play happens, and things are just going to go from bad to worse. You can take a look here. 29/30 supply. The stronghold is nearly done, but the Orc burrow has not even begun yet. So that means that the Shadow Hunter will in fact be delayed. But the Blade Master getting another kill off of the Null Overseer here. And what that's going to mean is that the Blade Master is going to be stronger, but he's going to be working a little bit more, working much more solo for a longer period of time. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Keep is about to be done. Arcane Vault. There's plenty of room for the dual Arcane Sanctums inside the base. The Footmen making their rounds to the north here see that the Blade Master has already finished the kill and is now not going to even catch the Blade Master creeping on another green creep camp here, healing back up once more. All right, Water Elemental trying to perhaps take down this Orc Burrow. No, going to be going after the Bestiary instead. Bestiary, however, will not get taken down, as the Archmage knows he needs to put down the pressure. It looks like he's going to be going for that Quill Beast strategy with that Beastmaster. Is he summoning? Yes, there is that Beastmaster, and here we go. This is the strategy that I was expecting in game number 1. And this means that there's a much shorter window for this strategy to work. Once the Spirit Walkers are out on the field, those summons just turn into EXP farms for the Orc army. All right, let's go ahead and make their way off to the north. All right, it looks like the Bestiary taking a little bit of damage. Water Elemental quickly getting surrounded here as the Blade Master is trying to fight back. All right, Shadow Hunter going to be popping out here in just a moment. Bestiary already training up some units, and fighting next to an Orc base is always so scary since the defensive power of those Orc Burrows. Orc Burrows can still steal a little bit of that experience, but any pressure that Hawk was really trying to place has pretty much gone out the window. Game number 1 and game number 1 may have been the game that got away from Hawk, as game number 2, things are not looking good for him at all, as we're looking at the Ogre Warrior getting woken up and finishing off and chasing down some of these human units again. All right, Archmage going after, or Blade Master going after the Archmage. Archmage healed back up a little bit and now using a priest to regenerate a bit more life. Level 1 on that Beastmaster, level 2 on that Archmage still, as the Footman needs to sneak his way back inside the space. It looks like he will be able to sneak through and not have many problems. All right, Blade Master currently trying to fight and take down another Footman there. Are we perhaps going to see a Windwalk here? There is a Windwalk, but no Dust of Appearance to reveal that Blade Master, as that Blade Master is currently just absolutely fine. Doesn't want to break Windwalk though, knowing that even though there is a very easy Footman to take down. Oh, there it goes. No stun from the Mountain King, so there is the easy run away. Grunts, very low. Shadow Hunter now sitting at level 2, also picks up a Ring of Protection. Nice item to make sure he does not fall, but I think things are just going so poorly for Hawk that unless Cash makes a critical mistake, there's not much Hawk can do to really recover from here. Beastmaster clearing up the Ogre Warrior creep camps and the Rock Golem here. Footman may need to back off and don't want to have free low hit point targets again, and that's exactly what we're looking at. Troll Berserker getting hired. Blade Master gets the kill, gets the item, Claws of Attack +6, a nice item, tries to take down the Footman, unable to do so, and now you have it. There is the was it a pot? Oh no, a Potion of Invulnerability onto the Beastmaster. Okay, so a little bit of things are going well for Hawk right now, as the Beastmaster trying to chase after the units here. All right, slow without disenchant, and this might actually turn into that turnaround that I thought was completely improbable. Well, nope, there goes one Water Elemental, there goes a Footman, there goes another Footman, and things quickly start to unravel. Both sides losing a lot to attrition as the Blade Master takes down another unit here. All right, Speed Scroll. Yes, the Blade Master still is attacking pretty slowly, but does deal a lot of damage. Going after more units again. Are we going to get a surround onto that Archmage? No, Archmage not going to get surrounded. We could get an ensnare. No, it looks like the ensnare goes down onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster, however, has a Potion of Invulnerability. It quickly breaks that as, Spirit Walker gets focused down while in ethereal form, as he does take bonus damage. So everyone is losing lots and lots of units as the Blade Master still trying to chase. Beastmaster's Potion of Invulnerability will be coming offline. There you go. As the Blade Master, as soon as he switch targets back onto that Beastmaster, things could get very dicey. All right, Grunt now trying to turn back around. It looks like the Grunt could get taken down. There goes a Sorceress, though. Both sides losing lots of units. There goes another Ensnare onto the Beastmaster. And I think, Scroll of Town Portal transferred to the Beastmaster. Archmage going to survive here. And we are going to have the Blade Master not chasing in, as there was not enough mana for a Windwalk. Scroll of Regeneration already be... Nope, no Scroll of Regeneration yet. Why not? Come on, use it. Use it. No? Pick one up. All right. Apparently, Archmage has a Clarity Potion. Beastmaster does not. Meanwhile, back down over here, what item was left behind? Mantle of Intelligence. Archmage is hoping to creep out this creep camp, but it could turn into a very, very bad creep jack here as the Blade Master gonna get extremely lucky. Does it catch sight of this? Yes, it does. And this is just going to turn into an absolute nightmare. Beastmaster getting ensnared, 150 hit point critical strike, and that is going to be the game. So much effort in the previous fight only to get caught while creeping, and this is going to unravel and be a GG very soon. Speed scroll being used. Are we going to perhaps get an ensnare? Yes, ensnare once again. No invisibility from the sorceress. Not going to make it in time anyways, and there you have it. Both Archmage and Beastmaster are down, and the GG should be coming in shortly. Peons bringing up the rear. You can see that the fat lady is singing, and that is going to be it. There you have it. Game number 3 going to cash in this best of 3 series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.